Hey, what's going on, guys? Crow of Murder 15 here with a new episode of Convlog. So if some of you are wondering why there's no video to this episode, there's two reasons. One, it's because I'm actually feeling kind of lazy today. It's a lazy Saturday. I don't know, I just didn't feel like setting up my stuff, and I figured, hey, I can still get information to you guys through this video with recording my voice. And the second reason is because I'm kind of curious, do you guys prefer seeing convlogs where it's just my voice and I'm showing a lot of cool visuals along with it pertaining to what I'm talking about, or do you guys actually like seeing me live on camera? This is just an idea that I've been tossing around in my head. It's really not a big deal, but leave your, what you think about it in the comments down below, which you'd prefer. But anyway, guys, enough about that. Let's go ahead and get on to some Game Bros news. So, we've finished recording our Halloween specials. I'm really excited about all of the different games that we've played for this month. We've actually got 4 different games that we've done for Halloween month, and I'm really excited. And we also have some stuff recorded for the beginning of November, which I think, if I remember correctly to our schedule, we are good up until, I think, November 9th. And I've stated this a bunch of times in previous episodes of Convlog that we try to stay ahead of schedule as much as possible, so that way if the cast isn't able to meet up on certain weekends, like next weekend, but I'll get into that a little bit later, that we can actually afford not having to record on certain weekends. Because, sometimes Ray's Night will come up, Ryoko's been doing a lot of vendor events recently, so it's just good to have as many episodes as possible, even though, we recorded them back at the middle or end of September, but they won't be airing until November. But hey, that's what happens sometimes. I mean, as far as I guess, I think Game Grumps does something extremely similar to that. And that's what we try to follow, is try to stay ahead of schedule as much as possible. We also have some special episodes planned for November, but that won't be happening until around the middle of November, I believe. So make sure to stay on the lookout for that. But that's about does it for Game Bros news. So for con news, man, I've actually got quite a bit to talk about for con news. So since the last episode of Convlog, I've actually been to 2 conventions. I remember that the last episode of Convlog, I was talking about going to Mothman Festival, which was great. And I was going up there to check it out and also doing a news piece for the for WVSU Newsline, which is the news show for my advanced TV class for college. Now, I have the new news piece done. It looks really good, but unfortunately, I cannot show it on my YouTube channel yet because it has to air on PBS first. That's actually not cemented in concrete, stone, or anything like that. It's not written in a contract or anything like that, but I'd rather be safe than sorry than show something that's going to air on TV soon and get something in trouble. But I can tell you what happened there was I actually got an interview with 2 representatives from Bethesda. Now, a lot of you know who Bethesda is, but for those few that don't know, Bethesda is a gaming company that is in charge of making the new Fallout 76 video game that's coming out later in November. And I actually had the chance to interview them. They were extremely nice. So, guys at Bethesda, if you happen to be watching this episode, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule that day to stand and talk with me for a few minutes. It was really cool. So the other con that I got to go to was ShakaCon, and I got to meet Sean Patrick Flanery. It was awesome. And for those that don't know who this guy is, he was Connor in the Boondock Saints movies. He was in Saw: The Final Chapter and a bunch of other different stuff. I think Young Indiana Jones as well. But it was really cool meeting him, and he was legit one of the most down-to-earth people that I've ever met that's been a celebrity. And I hate using that term, but it's literally the best term that I could think. I guess you could say actor, but besides him, the most well-known person that I've actually talked to and got an autograph and picture from was Jason David Frank, and I mentioned that to him, and he's actually trained with him in martial arts, and I was like, that's really cool, small world. But The next con that's coming up is Tsubasa Con. It is a week away. Man, this con crept up on me. But thankfully, I've been keeping tabs on it. I have gotten a hold of the Whose Line cast. We actually are in the final processes of getting everything finalized. We're actually having a meeting later today just to fine-tune everything, to make sure that we have everything planned, everything corrected, everything sorted out. And I'm really excited to bring Whose Line back, because where we weren't able to do it last year. But for those that have not seen it, our panels are going to be Friday, October 5th from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. in main events, and that is going to be the 18 plus show. So you have to be 18 or older to get into this show. The second one is October 7th. That's going to be the Sunday of the con, and it's going to be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the mini mains event. We highly encourage anybody that's going to be at SubasaCon to come to both events if you're of age. It's a really fun time. We're actually put a lot of work into doing this show, listening to user feedback, and we're just pulling out all the stops this year, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So, going from con news to general news, there's actually quite a bit I need to talk about here, because this doesn't just involve myself. So, our very own Ryoko Drakina is now part of a podcast called The Glass Appeal that is done by Thrown Together Productions. It is an audio drama that she auditioned for. I knew that she was actually doing auditioning for the part and a few behind the scenes things, but not very much. And we really couldn't talk about it on the show, on Game Bros, or Comvlog for that matter, because we didn't know what was going on with it. But there has been a teaser released on the website, and I'm plugging this for her and everybody that's a part of Thrown Together Productions. So if you would like to hear Ryoko Drakina on an audio drama podcast, there's going to be a link down in the description below so you can check out the teaser trailer. I actually listened to it myself. It's really cool, and I would honestly listen to this even if Ryoko wasn't a part of it, but the fact that she is really, really cool. We're really proud of her. It was really cool to hear she got the part and is actually doing a part of this. So make sure to check that out, and make sure to either subscribe or get notifications of when the podcast is going to be releasing episodes, however you are listening to your podcast, whether that's Google Play or iTunes, any of that stuff. So, also stuff that's going on, we actually have a couple of video projects that's going to be coming up on the channel soon. There is a new top 10 countdown that's going to be coming out sometime in October. I'm not sure when I'm going to release it yet. And Ray and I have actually been working on a couple of other video projects that's going to be coming down later down the road that's also going to be on weekends, so stay tuned for that. There's also another top 10 countdown that I'm actually in the works of right now that's either going to be released in November or December. I haven't quite, probably in November more than likely, because I have an idea of what I want to do with it, but it's going to take a little bit of time because of the subject. So, that'll hopefully be coming out in November. Other than that, guys, that about does it. Like I said, make sure to check out the Glass Appeal, and make sure to check out the information about SubasaCon. Links to everything that I've talked about is going to be down in the description below. And I'm going to hop off here and relax the rest of this Saturday. So, this is Crow Murder 15 signing off.